The reef is like the side of a mountain, but underwater. This reef goes down deeper at a 30-degree angle down to a depth of 150 feet. So it slopes down to the deep, and this means that only one side will get the view of the reef. Only the one sitting on the port side will get the view because they paid more money. Is that true?
No.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
So my friends, both sides will get to see the reef, alright? Don't panic. The ones on the left, they have the view right now. In 5 to 7 minutes, we're going to turn around. The ones sitting on the starboard side, right-hand side, they will also get the view of the reef, alright? So do not panic. Keep a lookout in the deep, my friends. The ones on the starboard side, sometimes you see predators coming from the deep. And sometimes we also see turtles swimming out there in mid-water.
Here's that, we see tax collection.
So on this reef we can see different objects. Objects look like rocks, plants, or fish. Whatever that looks like rocks or plants are not rocks or plants. And whatever that looks like fish are fish. The objects that look like rocks or plants are the corals. Corals consist of millions of microscopic animals that are called polyps. And the polyps have a mouth. And surrounding the mouth, the polyps have 6 to 8 tentacles. And the polyps, they use these tentacles so they can stretch and capture planktons from out of the water. And then they will feed themselves with the planktons. And what are the planktons? Anyone knows what's plankton? Planktons are microscopic organisms out there floating around in the water. Yes, planktons, they kind of look like tiny shrimps. Okay, planktons, they can't propel themselves. That's why they are called planktons, because they drift in the water. Plankton is a Greek word for drifter. Okay, so they just drift, go with the current until they are captured by the polyps or they're eaten by some of the fish that eat the planktons. So my friends, corals out there that look like rocks, these are the hard corals. The ones that look like plants are the soft corals. 3 of the hard corals that we can see out there on the reef are the brain corals. These look like brains. We have the sheet corals. These look like mushrooms. And we have the knobby finger corals. These look like potatoes. And 3 of the soft corals that we have out there are the sea fans, sea whips, and sea rods. And my friends, if you ever get to go scuba diving or snorkeling, when you go down, please don't touch the corals. Never ever touch the corals, my friends. Because if you touch the corals, you can break the tentacles of the polyps. If you break these tentacles, the polyps won't be able to feed themselves. And this means that the polyps will starve and then they will die. Which means that the corals will also die because the corals consist of these polyps. So if the corals die, this means that the reef will die. If the reef dies, this means that all the fish will die. And after everything dies, guess what happens? I will lose my job. So please do me a favor. If you ever go scuba diving or snorkeling, please don't touch the corals. So here in the ocean, once you're past 25 feet, you start to lose some colors. First color that disappears is the red color. So if you came in today wearing the color red, you're not wearing red anymore. Right now you're wearing purple. And if you don't have any red after sight, you can look at yourselves and also look at your nails. You can look at your neighbors, your loved ones' faces. They look pale or blue. This is all caused by the seawater, because it's 800 times denser than air. It filters out the colors of the color spectrum. Last color that disappears is the blue color.
Oh look, my pen is
We're making our first turn. Both sides. Take a look out there, my friends. You can see the angle of the reef. See how it goes deep at a 30-degree angle.
Look, I changed the color of my pants.
You did. There's one right there.